Faith That Shines, Jesus Christ Motivational Message, Part 1, No Gap, USA Audience. Faith That Shines. If your heart has been searching for hope in the middle of life's challenges, let this message encourage you today. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that faith is like a light that continues to shine even in the darkest moments. When fear surrounds you, faith reminds you that God is still present. When uncertainty fills your mind, faith helps you trust that God is leading you one step at a time. Faith that shines is not built on perfect circumstances, it is built on confidence in God's unchanging love. There will be seasons when life feels heavy. You may face disappointments, unanswered questions, or unexpected obstacles. But remember that God has never stopped walking beside you. He knows every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have cried, and every burden you have carried. Faith that shines continues to glow because it is strengthened by trusting God, even when the road ahead is unclear. This message becomes powerful when you understand that faith grows through daily trust. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to rely on God more deeply. Every delay becomes a chance to learn patience. Every difficult season becomes a reminder that God's grace is sufficient. Faith that shines does not ignore hardship, it chooses to believe that God's presence is greater than every problem. There may still be moments when doubt tries to enter your heart. But never let temporary fear become stronger than God's eternal promises. Keep praying with confidence. Keep believing with courage. Keep following God with a willing heart. Faith that shines inspires others because people can see hope, peace, and love reflected in the life of someone who trusts God. Remember that even a small act of faith can make a lasting difference. A kind word, a sincere prayer, an encouraging smile, or a heart willing to forgive can become a light for someone who feels lost. Faith that shines is not only about what God does in your life, it is also about how His love shines through you to bless others. So lift your eyes above your circumstances and place your complete trust in God. Because when you truly understand faith that shines, you realize that every challenge, every lesson, and every season of life is an opportunity to grow in wisdom, deepen your faith, renew your hope, and reflect God's love to the world around you. Your purpose is unfolding according to God's perfect plan. And the God who has faithfully guided you through every chapter of your life will continue to lead you into a future filled with peace, joy, purpose, and everlasting hope. Faith that shines will continue to light your path as you walk with God each day. Faith That Shines, Jesus Christ Motivational Message, Part 2, No Gap, USA Audience. As you continue listening, let this truth strengthen your heart. Faith that shines is not something the world can take away. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that when we place our trust in God, we discover a source of hope that remains steady through every season of life. Storms may come, circumstances may change, and challenges may appear, but God's love remains constant. Faith that shines continues to glow because it is rooted in the faithfulness of God rather than in temporary situations. There may have been moments when you felt like your strength was running out. You may have wondered if you could keep moving forward. Yet every day that you chose to trust God instead of giving up, your faith grew stronger. Every prayer you whispered, every act of kindness you showed, and every step you took in obedience became part of the journey God was using to shape your life. Faith that shines becomes brighter each time you choose hope instead of fear. This message becomes powerful when you realize that God often uses ordinary moments to accomplish extraordinary purposes. A simple prayer can bring peace to a troubled heart. A gentle word can encourage someone who feels forgotten. A faithful life can point others toward God's love. Faith that shines is not about seeking recognition, it is about allowing God's grace to be reflected through your thoughts, your words, and your actions. There may still be days when doubt tries to whisper into your heart. But remember that faith is not the absence of questions, it is the decision to keep trusting God even when you do not have every answer. Keep praying with confidence. Keep believing with courage. Keep walking one faithful step at a time. Faith that shines reminds you that God is always near, guiding you with wisdom, strengthening you with His love, and filling your heart with lasting peace. Remember that your faith has the power to inspire others. Someone may find hope because they see your perseverance. Someone may discover courage because they witness your trust in God. Someone may experience kindness because you chose to reflect God's love. Faith that shines becomes a light that reaches far beyond your own life. So keep your eyes fixed on God and your heart filled with hope. Because when you truly understand faith that shines, you realize that every challenge, every lesson, and every season of life is preparing you for greater wisdom, deeper faith, renewed hope, and opportunities to share God's love with the world. Your purpose is unfolding according to His perfect plan. And the God who has faithfully guided you through every chapter of your life will continue to lead you into a future filled with peace, joy, purpose, and everlasting hope. Faith that shines will continue to brighten your path and encourage everyone whose life your faith touches. Faith that shines, Jesus Christ Motivational Message, Part 3, No Gap, USA audience. As you continue your journey of faith, let this promise fill your heart with confidence: faith that shines is never wasted. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that God sees every faithful step you take, even when no one else notices. Every quiet prayer, every act of obedience, and every moment you choose love over fear is precious in His sight. Faith that shines grows brighter because it is strengthened through daily trust in God's unfailing love. There will be moments when the path ahead seems uncertain. You may not understand why certain doors remain closed or why some prayers take time to be answered. But remember that God's perspective is greater than ours. He sees the beginning and the end. He knows what will help you grow, what will protect you, and what will lead you closer to His purpose. Faith that shines continues to move forward, trusting that God's wisdom is always greater than human understanding. This message becomes powerful when you realize that true faith is revealed not only in joyful seasons but also during difficult ones. Anyone can believe when everything is going well, but strong faith continues to trust God through trials, disappointments, and uncertainty. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to discover His strength. Every delay becomes a lesson in patience. Every obstacle becomes a reminder that God's grace is enough. Faith that shines is the light that refuses to go out because it is sustained by God's presence. There may still be voices that tell you to give up or to lose hope. But do not listen to fear. Listen instead to the quiet voice of God calling you to keep trusting Him. Keep praying with confidence. Keep believing with courage. Keep walking by faith even when you cannot see the entire road ahead. Faith that shines reminds you that God is with you in every step, every victory, and every challenge. Remember that your life can become a testimony of God's faithfulness. The peace you carry during difficult times, the kindness you show to others, and the hope you hold onto can inspire someone else to trust God. Your faith may become the light that helps another person find their way through darkness. Faith that shines is not only a blessing for you, it is a blessing that reaches everyone around you. So keep your heart anchored in God's promises and your eyes fixed on His love. Because when you truly understand faith that shines, you realize that every challenge, every lesson, and every season of life is shaping you into the person God created you to be. Your future is secure in His loving hands. Your purpose is unfolding according to His perfect plan. And the God who has faithfully guided you through every chapter of your life will continue to lead you into a future filled with peace, joy, purpose, and everlasting hope. Faith that shines will never fade, because the light of God's love will continue to guide you every step of the way. Faith that shines, Jesus Christ Motivational Message, Part 4, No Gap, USA audience. As you continue to walk by faith, let this truth strengthen your spirit. Faith that shines is a gift that grows brighter every time you choose to trust God. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that no challenge is greater than God's love and no darkness can overcome the light that He places within a faithful heart. Even when you cannot see what tomorrow holds, you can trust the One who holds tomorrow. Faith that shines gives you the courage to keep moving forward with hope instead of fear. There will be seasons when your patience is tested. You may face unexpected disappointments, unanswered questions, or difficult decisions. But those moments do not mean God has left you. Often, they are opportunities for your faith to become stronger and your character to grow deeper. Every step you take in obedience is building a foundation that will support you through every season of life. Faith that shines continues to grow because it is rooted in God's unchanging truth rather than changing circumstances. This message becomes powerful when you realize that God often works through ordinary people who trust Him with extraordinary faith. He can use your kindness to encourage a stranger. He can use your forgiveness to bring healing to a relationship. He can use your perseverance to inspire someone who is ready to give up. Faith that shines becomes a living testimony that God's love is active and powerful in the lives of those who follow Him. There may still be moments when fear knocks at the door of your heart. Doubt may try to convince you that your efforts do not matter. But remember that God sees every faithful choice you make. He knows your heart, your struggles, and your desire to honor Him. Keep praying with confidence. Keep believing with courage. Keep walking in love, even when the journey is difficult. Faith that shines reminds you that God is always near, providing strength for today and hope for tomorrow. Remember that the brightest light is often noticed in the darkest places. When you choose peace instead of worry, gratitude instead of complaint, and love instead of bitterness, you reflect God's character to the world around you. Your faith may be the encouragement that someone else has been praying to see. Faith that shines has the power to touch lives in ways you may never fully know. So keep your eyes on God and let His love guide every step you take. Because when you truly understand faith that shines, you realize that every challenge, every lesson, and every season of life is preparing you to become a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate follower of Christ. Your purpose is unfolding according to God's perfect plan. And the God who has faithfully guided you through every chapter of your life will continue to lead you into a future filled with peace, joy, purpose, and everlasting hope. Faith that shines will continue to illuminate your path and remind the world that God's light never fades. Sparkles. Faith that shines, Jesus Christ Motivational Message, Part 5, Final, No Gap, USA Audience. As you reach the final part of this message, hold this truth close to your heart: faith that shines is a faith that endures. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that God's love is constant, His mercy is new every morning, and His promises remain trustworthy through every season of life. No matter what challenges you face, you never walk alone. God is with you, guiding your steps and strengthening your heart. Faith that shines continues to grow because it is anchored in the unchanging character of God. Take a moment to remember how far God has already brought you. There were days when you thought you would not make it, yet He gave you strength. There were nights filled with uncertainty, yet He surrounded you with peace. There were moments when you felt weak, yet His grace was enough. Faith that shines reminds you that every victory, every lesson, and every blessing is a testimony of God's faithfulness. This message becomes powerful when you understand that faith is more than believing, it is living each day with hope, love, and trust in God. It is choosing forgiveness when bitterness seems easier. It is choosing kindness when the world encourages anger. It is choosing hope when fear tries to take control. Faith that shines transforms not only your own life but also the lives of those who see God's love reflected through you. There will always be new challenges, but there will also always be new opportunities to trust God. Do not let fear define your future. Let faith guide your decisions. Keep praying with confidence. Keep reading God's Word. Keep loving others with compassion. Keep serving with humility. Faith that shines becomes stronger every day because God continues to work within every heart that seeks Him. Remember that your life has purpose. Your story matters. Your faith can encourage someone who feels hopeless, strengthen someone who feels weak, and remind someone that God's love is still changing lives today. Faith that shines is not meant to stay hidden, it is meant to bring hope, peace, and encouragement wherever God leads you. So walk into every new day with confidence and joy. Because when you truly understand faith that shines, you realize that every challenge, every lesson, and every season has been preparing you to reflect God's love more clearly. Your future is secure in His hands. Your purpose is unfolding according to His perfect plan. And the God who has faithfully guided you through every chapter of your life will continue to lead you into a future filled with peace, joy, purpose, and everlasting hope. Faith that shines will never lose its light, because the light of Christ continues to shine through every heart that trusts Him. Keep believing. Keep loving. Keep hoping. And let your faith shine brightly for the glory of God every single day.